What is up, Copper family? I hope you guys are doing fantastic today. It's been one of those busiest weeks ever for me, and I'm so grateful. And thank you for showing up. There's a lot going on. There's college football is happening tonight. A lot of family stuff, I would assume. So thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us and getting to know each other a little bit better, shall we? So, hey, Chris, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in, man. Dave, what's up, Dave? I recently have gotten a lot of reviews on my book, A Father's Guide to Mental Health, and a lot of it was because Dave pushed it. And so, thank you, Dave, for kind of telling everyone about it and on your platform and stuff like that. Because the whole goal is just to help people, right? The whole goal is to help people, make everyone feel like they're loved because they are. And what's up, Bob and Terry? How you guys doing? I've seen a lot of your family pictures over the holidays and stuff like that. It's been fun to see. Um, what's up? Hey, Kay. I hope you're doing well. I need to reach out to a few of you guys. um, hey, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Thanks so much for always posting all the Copper John stuff. It really does mean a lot to me. It's cool, and I get to see it and share it and all that kind of stuff. So thank you so much. And what's up, man? How you doing? Is that a new picture? Or am I thinking otherwise? I love the color of your beard. There's not a lot like that. Not a lot of beards like that, man. Donnie, how you doing? You too, Donnie. Thanks so much for sharing and talking about the book and what it means to you. So thank you. Um, what's up? Oh yeah, Chris, I already said hi. I'm just kind of going through. Low key, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. I'm just kind of going. Aaron, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. And Dino, I've been enjoying your content lately. Good job, man. Keep it up. What's up, Nick? How you doing? It's good to see you. Um, I'm just kind of going through, making sure I didn't miss anyone. It's good to see you. It really is. I know. I I, uh, I have been MIA and everything. I post a little bit on my personal, but sometimes, if you even notice, I posted some older content because I just haven't had time. Um, my daughter, I don't know if you guys all know this or not, but my daughter's leaving on Wednesday, and it's been a little emotional, in a good way and a bad way. We're going to miss her, but we know that's what she wants to do, and she's we've done a lot with our family, and we went, like I said last week, you guys saw that we were in Bear Lake in a cabin there, and that's where I did the show. And this week we're just packing and doing things and just as a family. So that's what we've been doing. What's up, Alicia? How you doing? What's up, Michael? Ellie, how are you? Marky Mark. Ellie, you have been here forever. Since I've been here, I swear. You are one of the diehards since the very beginning, and it means a lot. Thanks so much for always sticking here. Hey, what's up, man? It's good to see you. Frankie, how are you? You too, Frankie. Thanks for always sharing, man. That does means a lot. Anytime, Tyson, I get good enough things about that book. I don't have the book here, but I have the template, or the one where it's not for resale. It's just to see if I did it right or not. And this is the one where I made everything wrong, and but the content's still in there, and it's really good. And I got a couple of really good messages the other day about how it's really opened their eyes, and the wife's eyes specifically, on how men think and why we do what we do sometimes, and it's kind of cool. Yes, to the one of the busiest weeks, trying to get through the backlog, manage orders, manage customers, very close to normal lead time. Even if I had, dude, what's funny, Jordan, is I just literally just got done writing a blog, literally 10 minutes before I came on here. And so we're going to talk a little bit about it, but it's about how stress affects your beard and your skin, and and cortisol levels and stuff. So it's kind of interesting that you would say that, because I kind of want to talk about that today. What's up? Pics from New Year's. Oh, okay. Yeah, you trimmed it, right? It seems like it's a little bit more trimmed, and that color really makes your beard pop. Jason, Tyson, nice to see how everything's really good, really good. I'm proud of my daughter. Um, Not going to lie, it's been a little emotional because she's doing a service mission and she's going to be out of the country, out of the state, and she's going to be gone for a year and a half. Um, and helping others, and I couldn't be more proud of her. But at the same time, it's going to be hard not to have her around, if that makes sense. But you have to support, you have to love, and she's doing a good thing. She wants to help others, and I'm proud of her. So if that makes sense, and so it's kind of cool where I'm kind of a proud dad moment. It's like I have a daughter who's doing that, but before that, she worked with the not elderly, but adult children who are adult people or persons who could not take care of themselves that had some sort of disability, and so she would stay in their homes and help them throughout the day until their family showed up. And then I have a son who is a CNA at a retirement center and deals and not deals but helps those in the memory care facility and that. And it's just kind of cool to see your kids, just how much they love and how much they care about other people. And it's as a dad, you kind of tear up and kind of just a proud moment that you're raising good kids. And that's what's been going on in my mind, and I get emotional, and it's just because it's proud, but at the same time, dang, it sucks that you don't get to see them. That they have to grow up. And Isaac is coming home from school, from college, and tonight, and they're not listening. She and his future fiance isn't listening, even though they're already engaged, but they're not engaged. But he's going to do the question tomorrow, and I get to go film it and behind the scenes where she doesn't know I'm there, and it's going to be cool. So, uh, yeah, just things are moving. Kids are getting old. It's a way of life, and you want your kids to succeed. You want them to do all that, but at the same time, it's just like you see pictures of them 10 years ago, and you're like, oh, that's my little kid. So that's where I'm at. What's up, Sergey? Got my call, man. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for coming. Jeff, how are you, buddy? Retro Ron. It's good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in. Mike, dude, love the color of your beard. Mine's I was all black and brown when I started this company. And now I got this huge gold stripe, or it's kind of goldish. It's more of a brownish silver, but it's coming, man. What's up, Tim? Love Tim. Tim is one of the gentlemen who came with Dad Bods and Beers down to Belize, and he's become an amazing friend and supporter of Copper Johns. All right, I'm just kind of scrolling. Hey, just me and mine, man. What's up? Look at that beard, dude. You guys have some amazing genetics. Mm. Hey, what's up? It's good to see you, Jess. Uh, Family first always, right? Yeah, it has to be. I mean, that's why we work. That's why we do the things we do so we can take care of them. That's why we work on our own, like that's why we work on our own mental health. That's why we do all these things, is so that we can help ourselves, so that we can be better for them. And yeah, what's up, Trail Cab? I don't know if I know your name. Can you tell me your name if you feel comfortable enough for everyone to know? But it's good to see you, man. I don't know if I've ever seen you here. I love the picture. That's pretty cool. There is a band that I went and saw the other day with my wife. We got free tickets to go see Ben Rector, and National Parks was there. And your logo reminds me of national parks almost, but they were really good. If you like an indie rock vibe, almost like a bluegrass rock vibe, that was um those guys, and they were just amazing. I really liked them. Brother Dave, all good, Harold. Keep doing well, dude. You deserve it, man. You deserve it. Uh, Hope you're doing well. Yep, dude. Am I that behind? I'm sorry, guys. I'm hurrying. Uh, Good evening, man. The Elegant Squatch. I know you. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Try new fall pair. Looks brighter red. Dude, it does look good though, and I like that. It's popping. It's popping. What color are your eyes? I don't know if I've ever looked deep into your eyes. If they're blue, your wife's a lucky woman. uh, I'm an idiot. Hey, how are you, buddy? How you doing, Kenny? Hello, everyone dropping in from to say hello. Dude, how is everything? It's good to see you. Don't trim, haven't used a heated brush. Okay. Okay. Do you use the blow dryer? Because, like I said, I know there's a lot of you guys who can use a heated brush. I haven't. I can't. I've gone through 3 different styles of heated brushes, and I can never get it working right. So I'm just kind of curious what you go through because only blow dryers, and like I said, like this right, no, right here, this style right here is too wide for my beard. So like if I use heat, it's still too thin. So I have to use like the narrow side where the bristles, and then I use heat that way. And it's perfect for me. Oh, thanks, Jason. Yeah, there like I said, we're very blessed. It's just yeah. Unfortunately you're not on the TV today. Ah, sadness. Hey, is that you? Is that you, Sergey? We care about you, brother. Yeah, thank you so much. We care about you. Like Candace knows how important this is to me. Tell me about it. I'm 35. My sister's a 3. She's married with almost 4-year-old. Feels like yesterday. We're just yeah. And now you're a manager. We're just it is grow fast. Arch. Hey, how are you? It's none of my business to tell everyone what happened, but how are you? Hope you're doing well. Um, we double shipped her order on accident, and I'm like, keep it. I hope you're doing well. Um, but yeah, yeah, no problem. My name is Gage Ashley. I got a question actually by chance. Do you know Janae? Yeah, that's my sister-in-law. Yeah, I haven't talked to her for a while since she moved down to St. George. But yeah, my brother Cody and her. So yeah, absolutely know them. How do you know Janae? Fox Stash. Janae is a very, very talented. Janae has an eye for the camera. She works really, really hard. Janae's awesome. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Big setback with my plans to Utah, but still on the cards. Uh yeah. You'll have to let us know because this is news, guys. I haven't told you, but I've told you. I think I've told you. I might not have told you. We got signed by a promotional company um for we're doing a X amount of shows this year, but next year we're doing 40 shows nationwide. And so if you're coming to Utah, just make sure before you do anything, we're here because we're going to be in 40 different states next week and next year, and we are going to be doing tons of Copper Johns and Dadbot stuff with everyone. That was I don't know if you guys remember this a year ago, 2 years ago. You guys know how important it is to do meetups with, like, that's why we did Yellowstone, that's why we did Jackson Hole, um, that's why we've done Disneyland and stuff like that, because it's important to me that I see you guys because you're family. And I told you 2 years ago when we started Dad Bods that I want to go around and do the traveling podcast and get to know you guys and have events and get to know you guys. And so that's happening. It's going to start this year. I don't like I said, we're going to be in Scottsdale, Arizona on March 21st. And at the Celebrity Wine Fest is kind of where we're opening up. And it's going to be fun, guys. I'm excited for it. And then I'll bring sample products and stuff like that for people. And yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Uh, oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard really good things. I've heard really good things. That is you. Oh, just adorbs. She's your aunt. Okay. Well, if you see her anytime soon, tell them I say hi. I miss their kids. I miss them too, but I miss their kids. Um, yeah, they just live in a different. Basically, we live in the top of the state, live in the bottom, so you don't see each other. Blue eyes have no pigment. They appear blue like. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Well, tell her I said hi. Uh, if that's your art, that reminds me of something that just is just good. And something that she would like as well. Walk, rest, busy, keep busy. He has been swollen for months, hurts a little bit, but pushing on. Well, Karen, I'm glad that you're feeling a little bit better. We're praying for you for sure. Is there a schedule we can check out? Find us shorter? Not yet. Um, so the way it's working is we have 20ish shows this year. And if these 20 shows go well, then that will take into effect. And I think by late June, July, we'll start knowing our schedule for next year. And that's how it will be. Hope you come. Oh, 100% we will, Tim. 100% we will. I have no doubt. From what I understand, Idaho, Oregon are very big with what we do, and so we'll definitely be Oregon. I know that for sure. I can't say Washington, but Oregon for sure we will. Uh, David, how you doing? Yeah, yeah, I'm doing fantastic. I hope you're doing well too. Roberto, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. I'm glad that you're here. Uh, just adorbs. You always use amazing oud sense. Thanks, man. Oh, did you get it? Did you get Glacier Lake? Um, Not Glacier Lake, Glacier National Park. Did you get it? What did you think about it? Because it's freaking legit. I for those who have got it or ordered it, I'm so excited for you to smell because yeah, I can't get over how good it is. I went through a bottle in a week. But here in Utah, where it's super dry and I have a gray coarse beard, it's perfect for me. But yeah, yeah, I like it that much. Yeah, so I'm glad that I hopefully you got it. We'll do my that is my art. I'm going to try to make a YouTube channel, and I drew it out. How old are you, man? I drew out, and I thought it would be pretty good. It is pretty good. I'm not joking. I really like it. What's your YouTube channel going to be about? Just trails, hiking, running, like kind of curious. Everything. We're going to be nationwide, 100% on the East Coast. My goal, I'm saying this out loud, but I understand how crazy it sounds. Does this make sense? I understand what I'm about to say is nuts, but one day it would be amazing to be able to do Madison Square. Um, and I know with the people we're doing it with and how the show is coming together and how much hard work we put into our stand up and how much we put into our improv and our and all that kind of stuff. Uh, it's going to be good. I don't doubt it. Like we're already going to be playing at the Depot here in Salt Lake, and that's a big venue. That's no joke. So I'm looking really. It's one of those venues that you're like, what? I'm there. Um, it's just nuts. I have a dad bod for a while. But I just became a dad on Sunday. Hey, congratulations! That's awesome, man. Everyone say congratulations on the new dad, boy or girl. How much? Everything healthy? Everything come out right? I sure hope so, man. Congratulations. That's awesome. Um, Dad is probably one of the dad and husband are the two best things in my life. So enjoy it, man. Like I was telling you, that the days are long, the weeks are fast, the years are even faster. They just grow up so fast. Uh, Mount Hood is a great coffee smell, but I won't drink coffee. Is this limited? Yes. Actually, I think I'm out. I think I don't have any more. I think that is gone, and I will not be making Mount Hood. I was seeing if I was going to do it for the Senate or for the revitalizing hair serum because coffee is really good for your beard and skin. But no, no, it didn't sell well at all. It took about 2.5 months to sell out a limited amount, like half of what I normally make, and so it's just not it's not in the cards. Sales prove things and tell you things, and that happened. I have a YouTube channel that's comedy, but I'm not very funny. Whatever, man. Don't sell yourself short. I'm sure you're funnier than you think you are. And so, is it called Fox Stash? I'll go watch it, man. I'll go see what you got. I will go 100% to your show if you book anything out here in Virginia. We will, man. Low key, we will be everywhere. It's important to us. Um, and yeah, and we want to travel, and we're going to be doing traveling podcasts. So we're going to be having like celebrity guests. Did I tell you who's going to be on it? I'm not going to say it out loud. If I haven't told you already, I'll shut up for a second. But we're going to have celebrity guests, big celebrities. And with that being said, we're going to be doing them like in front of people and stuff like that because it's important to me. Like I said, you guys are important to me. And so that's the goal. Honorable mention, Wildcat Den, the work of art, who accomplished other sense do so well. That's awesome. Did I miss if you got it or not? I'm looking. No, you didn't. So okay. So did you get it? But I'm glad that you like that, dude. I love real oud. The fragrance ouds are good. Like there's a fragrance oud in English code. But when you're dealing with real oud, and it's like I don't know. some people like they call it a stank, and, some people don't like it, but dude, whenever it's so good. It's so good. Getting Tyson, "Hey, what's up, Mariachi Blanco? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for so much for coming in." Um, I just got a track number today for Glacier Lake. Nice, I'm glad. Yeah, we're working late in the day and nights and stuff, like, we have probably about 70 orders that we're gonna be packing tonight, like, we're, uh we're consistently catching up, it feels like. If that makes sense, and I'm so grateful for it. It's, keeping the lights on, we're paying our bills, and so, I can't ask for more. We have set up a call and talk about me going over there. Yeah. Oh, yes, we do. The day that you called or asked, it was a busy day. I'll say it that way. My hat's crooked, and then I have my mark right there. Yeah, he's a boy. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. I'm proud of you, man. His wife already told me, we'll make it wherever we all in Texas. Dude, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I love Texas, man. I love Texas too. I lived in Houston for a couple years, and, Houston, man, it was so hot. Um, but, I lived in Houston. I've been to San Antonio. I've been to the Texas Stadium, when, and, watched some football games there. So and, I've been to some col or high school football games in Austin as well. Been to Dallas, been Fort Worth. I've been all over, so I love Texas. Doo-doo, just everyone saying congrats, awesome. Wait, did it just move? Why did it go up like that? Getting off work, gotta get my kids tonight. Oh, nice, Jay. Congratulations, man. I love, those are some of the best times. Yeah, it's gonna be off-roading outdoor activity. I'm 16 trying to grow out a beard. Dude, that's awesome. Uh, yeah, and your sister-in-law no, your sister no, your aunt, Janae really knows her stuff, so definitely pick her brain. She is very, very smart with the camera. Tyson, let's wrestle. You're dumb. Alright, so with that being said, my beautiful wife refuses to go back to Texas with me. I embarrassed her pretty bad. Oh, really? Dude, I love Texas. There's 2 places in the world I could live. No, there's 3. I loved Alaska when we were there, but I could live in Idaho. I grew up half my life was in Idaho and, in Utah, and I could live in, like, the Austin area. I really, really could. I love the history, I love the people, and, yeah. I didn't like how you had to pay money for grocery bags when you're at like, a grocery store or something. I thought, like, "What?" And that's becoming more common. It's not here in Utah, but, it's very common everywhere outside of Utah, I've noticed. Now you have to pay for a grocery bag. When we were down doing High Rocks, we had to pay for grocery bags, at Target just for bags to put like I bought, things like oatmeal, yogurt, things like that. And I'm like, where do I carry it? And like it's 10 cents a bag. I'm like, oh, okay. The bags were nice though. I don't know. It's all Target bags are not that but nice, but they were. Wins. We just talked 24 minutes. But when we did talk about your win of the week, I am curious what your win of the week is. Um my win of the week is uh I kind of told you about my daughter and just being so proud of her. But I would say the win of the week that is outside in a kind of a fun setting is I introduced 2 new jokes on stage, and they landed pretty good. And so I still have to tweak some of them. That's why I love open mic night. Logan and I are going to do open night mic night next Thursday together, and we're doing practice some of our improv, and we're going to have the people ask us and we're going to be certain characters in it, so that'll be fun. But yeah, that's kind of my win of the week. It's a fun one. I've learned that working out and doing that is kind of my stress reliever, so it's been fun. So what's your guys' win of the week? Got to pay for bags here in California. Yeah, they charge for bags. See, it's pretty much everywhere but here, right? Pretty much everywhere but Utah. Made it through a week after having 2 weeks off. That's a thing. That is a thing. I'm not going to lie. That is a thing. Colorado charges for bags, Wyoming. Okay, that's what I mean. So it's Utah, Wyoming. I don't think Idaho does. Maybe it's just the mountain range. We don't have to. I don't know. That's weird. My win is doctors are getting close to figuring out my latest chronic condition, pancreatic stuff. Ooh, that sounds miserable, man. I got promoted to at work in 2 weeks. I get promoted at work in 2 weeks. Congratulations, Ron. That's really cool. Yeah. What are you getting promoted to? When the week is coming home is sheesh, Tyson talk. When the week for me is coming home rehab. That's awesome, and it really is. After reading your email and just hearing, and I'm like, ah, Karen, I'm sorry that happened to you. Working on the house, got rid of a carpet in the kids' room, found a 100-year-old hardwood floor is great condition. Okay, so Candace loves to watch, well, she used to watch all those like home renovation shows and stuff like that on like TLC. And I remember seeing a show with her that did the same thing, and it was like amazing hardwood. And so good for you, man. That's really cool. What part of Idaho are you from? Oh, you're from Preston. Nice. I've been to Preston tons of times. I grew up in a town called Shelley. It's about 30 minutes south of Idaho Falls. And and then I went to school up in Rexburg. And so up in college there for my undergraduate. So that's where I was at. I don't know if anyone has told you lately, but your book is great. I need to go back and do the worksheets, but it's definitely the best Christmas present I got this year. Dude, thank you so much. I was actually talking about that right at the very beginning. Is there's some people who got it for Christmas, and they've been reaching out, telling me how grateful they are for it, and I've had some wives reach out and tell me what they thought about the book, and I'm grateful. I'm really am grateful that people are finding aid with it because I put a lot of effort into it, and I had a lot of guys put some effort into it, and so I appreciate that, man. It does mean a lot to me. Um, are you asking me if a middle aged mayhem's going to go there? 100%. Uh, Compliments from CEO on how I'm managing the team, and a little insight from my boss on the direction of my journey is heading. All good, dude. That is really good. Pay for. Oh, okay. Philadelphia and New Jersey pay for backs. Yeah, like I said, it's mostly just Idaho, Wyoming, Utah are pretty much the same place. But yeah, it seems like everywhere outside of Utah, everyone has to pay for it. You don't have to register firearms in Wyoming either. No, you don't. You don't. Montana, you probably don't have to either. Uh, yeah. And South Dakota, North Dakota, I'd be surprised if you have to there. Tennessee doesn't charge for bags yet. That makes sense. That makes sense. I get that. You guys don't pay state tax either, do you? You don't have sales tax, which I'm jealous about. What is going on, my beautiful people? How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. My win is I asked my grand critter what he did about a boy that was bullying him at school. He made a boy his friend, blew me away. That's really cool. That really, really is cool. Good for him. Um, I got some criticism this past week, and Logan was a part of that. Not he wasn't criticizing me at all. But, Logan was kind of the same thing as I made the person my friend. It's a skill set, I feel like. It's just like, "Hey, your feelings are valid because they are." And, I hear what they're saying. And, yeah, when you agree with someone like that and say, "Hey, I can see how come you're having a hard time." Yeah, absolutely. I'm halfway through a show I've been binge watching the last 2 weeks. That's my win. Hopefully, it's a good show. Hopefully, it's a good show. I guess, Greenland 2 just came out. I never saw Greenland 1, but if it has a second one, it must be the first one must be good, so I'm planning on watching that tonight. But after this show, I'm probably gonna watch a little bit of Oregon, Indiana. It's, the playoffs, it's the semifinals for that, so I'm probably gonna watch a little of that too while eating, dinner with the family. And then I'm back here. You can't see it, but there's a lot back there in orders. What's up, Ray? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. We don't have state tax, but our sales tax is like now. That's pretty high. That's three. I think that's 3% higher than Utah. I think Utah we're like 6.78 or something like that. 6.72. I don't know. I just talked to my tax guy because he's doing all our taxes and stuff. So, going to go polar plunge Special Olympics at Michigan, almost to my goal. Need $200 get to my 400. Dude, that's really cool. Um, Jason, that's really cool. My daughter is the only one who dared to go to the polar plunge in Bear Lake with me, and she didn't even get in all the way. But we did have to walk like half a mile to kind of even get to where you could like sit. And so by the time we got to the water where like we could sit, you felt the ice. It felt like people were stabbing us in the feet and in our shins and stuff because that's how cold it was. That's really cool, man. Good luck. If Connecticut would pay property taxes on vehicles. Really? I've never heard of that before. That's crazy. Hopefully it's not too much. I know we pay emissions and then we pay vehicle tax, but usually it's just for our license plate and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. We just pay it. Uh yeah. Okay, so I did want to bring this up. This is my second year plunging. And how do you like it? Do you feel the benefits of it? Just kind of curious. For me, I do. What's funny is everyone always gets when I do a cold plunge sauna, everyone gets like, not everyone, mostly everyone that I'm involved in that I do this with, they tend to get energized. They tend to like have tons of energy and like excited and they could go run. And I'm like, I could go sleep for 10 hours and just be okay. You know what I mean? It wears me out. Like it puts in it makes me extremely comfortable. I don't know. I love the cold water and then getting in the sauna and then the cold water, you do it 3 times, it knocks me out. It gets me just, like, in the zen where I can just be comfortable and fall asleep. I love it. Florida, no income tax, but sales tax is around 7. See, sales tax around 7 isn't that bad to me. Uh, yeah, see, you're okay. You get a little tired too. Okay, it's but some people do, but a lot of people get more, like, energized from it, and I'm like, "No, man." I don't know what it is, but it makes me sleep so good that night. I'll get to that one. Property tax in North Carolina too for vehicles. Depending on the county, emissions are not required. Okay, so we have safety and emissions. Safety used to be required. Now safety's off. But now we still have emissions. So we got to make sure that our car is not emitting a certain amount of uh emission, the stuff like carbon monoxide, all that kind of stuff. My win is making it through another week of training new driver at work. I've been training my daughter, my 15-year-old daughter, how to train, and needless to say, lots of prayers have been said. I'm one of 2 bosses trust to get the new hires ready for a small company, so I guess it's like a compliment. 100%. That's really cool. CT is emissions plus car tax. That's us. Um, I went and got a classic car plates for my truck, went from 250 to 16. Dude, isn't that true? So for a classic car for us, it I think it's called vintage or something. You get vintage license plates. It has to be 1990 or older. So I think maybe it might be 1991 now. It has to be 25 years. So yeah, 1991 now. Uh, so in order to get those vintage plates, but then you have to promise them you're not going to drive it every day because it is vintage and all that kind of stuff. So because I have a 1990 Ford F-250, I don't drive it hardly ever, just if I have to go to the dump or something, because it's like 6 miles a gallon. But I love that truck. Good evening, Tyson. What's up, Michael H? How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. I had a visit for my blood work. I'm looking good. I panicked for nothing. Dude, I'm glad to hear that you're okay. But yeah, thank you for coming in. Yes. Base sales tax for Florida is 6% and county surtax can bring it up to 7.5 max. Okay. Dude, it's been a minute, Dan. How you doing? It's good to see you, everyone. I don't know if you guys know Dan. Dan used to be I've been on his show when he was doing some shows. He used to do a lot of reviews. He was fun to be around. So I don't know if you guys have know Dan at all, but you can all say hi to Dan because he's been a minute since he's been here. All right. What am I saying? Vintage is 20 years in Georgia. Dude, 2006 would be vintage. Isn't that nuts? You know what's the saddest thing? The saddest thing is when you're listening to the radio and you hear your song. Like, I don't know what you guys listened to back in the day, but I loved, I'm almost embarrassed to say it, but I loved Corn. I love those, love those type of Bush. All those. And then I'm listening to like X96 here and they're like, the classic rock, and I'm like, "What? No, that's my dad." You know what I mean? I'm like, I graduated high school in '98, and I'm like, and my stuff is old. I'm like, what the crap? And then I think about it, I'm like, 2 more years. My high school reunion is 30 years. I'm like, What? What is going on? I'm not supposed to be old. Then I'm having a son who's getting married and 2, 3 kids in college. I'm like, "Man," it's I'm not proud to admit I turned the heat on for a couple days when it dropped in the 30s. That's funny. Um, I know the feeling. 4-year-old got a Power Wheels for Christmas, and she ran into the vehicle and a few tires. Yeah. Nirvana, dude, loved Nirvana back in the day. I still do, I'm not gonna lie. Did you watch, with your kids? You know, you have to watch it with your kids, but I'll watch it by myself. Um, I'm going on a tangent real quick. Best One of the best Christmas shows is, The Muppets Christmas Carol, but then there's a Muppets one that has Jason well, I can't remember his last name, but he's on How I Met Your Mother, and, but anyway, the Muppets sing Nirvana as a barbershop quartet. I loved it. I loved it. It was so good. I don't know if you've seen that show with that, but, I loved it. Don't be calling me out like that, dude. You're awesome, man. Hope you're doing well. Vintage Car Show plays a classic play. Vintage is pretty much, home to show. Classic just helps with taxes after 20 years. Dude, I was a freshman in '98. Yeah, my wife was in ninth, 8th or ninth grade because 'cause I'm 4 years older than her. Tulip Crew, dude, I love them. I graduated in '97. See, you get it. I'm the baby in the chat. I graduated in 2011. See, and what's crazy though, if you think about it, Andrew, it's still what, um, 15 years ago? Isn't that nuts? You're looking at movies back in the day where like, "Dude, this was such a good show," and then you go watch it because it's like one thing will stand the test of times, and I don't care who you say you are, is Matrix. Like, Matrix was came out when I graduated. The first Matrix came out when I graduated, and I'm like, "Dude, that was epic." I went and saw that in the movie theater probably 8, 9, 10 times in the theater in high school. There was nothing like it. Um, but I'm talking about, like, maybe, like, Spider-Man with, the first one with, like, Kristen Dunst, and, you go back and watch it, and you're like, "Oh, these are bad. These are really bad." Uh, it's just funny how you think, like, "This wasn't long ago," and then you go back and, "Dude, that was 30 years ago. It was long ago." Um, I fully intend to be comfortable. You should. Yep, Nirvana Muppets, right? It was so good. And I'm like, "That's what he says?" I'm like, "That's cool." Graduated in 2002. That's my wife. My wife graduated in 2002, and so did my brother. That's cool. I think I'm the baby in the chat. You are. You haven't graduated. I'm just joking. I was '05. Okay. Yeah, see, that was 20 years ago. Isn't that nuts? Like, you think '05 and you don't think it's long ago, and that's 20 years ago. 21 now, I guess. I'm an old lady graduating in '68. You're not old, but, those are classic cars for sure. That's what I think of when it's classic, like a '67, '68, Camaro, and I'm like, the first years those came out. To me, that's a classic car, not a freaking 1990 F-250. Seeing Two Live Crew was wild. They're amazing as you think, and so were the dancers. Dude, there was some fun classes. I don't know. I loved Weezer growing up too, and I went and saw Weezer concert. Weezer was fun. I saw Green Day in concert. Green Day was fun. Bleak 182. I don't know if you guys remember them. There were some fun concerts. Class of 2008. So I'm 10 years older than you, so you're around 36 then, right? Jason Seagal. Oh yes, yes. Seagal, it's not Seagal, is it? But yes, yeah, he's been in a lot of shows. He is in what is that one on Apple TV that is so phenomenal? It's him and as a psychologist or a therapist. What is that called? If you haven't seen that, guys, it is so good. There's a lot of good shows on Apple, actually. Ellie, I was 5 years old and shut up. Stop making me feel old, right? I'm like growing up on a Def Leppard. Okay. What's funny is like the '80s. I love the '80s hair bands. Um, there were some really, really Duran Duran. I love Duran Duran. I loved Depeche Mode. Dude, Depeche Mode has some. Dude, I would go see Depeche Mode in concert right now. I love Depeche Mode. Um, One that was probably one. Also, they had one of the most epic dance songs. Like if you're like in love with this girl in high school or junior high, and the Depeche Mode came on, or you two, remember you two, with or without you, those two came on. You would go find that girl that you wanted, so you can do the slow dance and do like the little penguin dance with her. I remember. 84, dude. 84. That's when my wife was born. Not to mean old, but that's cool. Woot Team '02, class of '86. So you're just right there with Roberto. My mom was 2 in '68. My mom, I think my mom and dad were born in '64. So, uh, yeah, I feel old, graduated in '94 and 35 and still standing vertical with positive mindset. Dude, David, that's perfect. You can't ask for more. I'm not joking. Say what? No, but for Creed. Dude, in 2002, Creed came here for the Winter Olympics in Salt Lake and saw them in concert, and I loved Creed. I love Creed. It's like one of those that they got so popular so fast that it became like, nope, you can't like him anymore, but you secretly still do. That's that band. Steven Seagal? No, it's Jason Segel. It's Jason Segel. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, that Muppet, he wrote that, Muppet Christmas, or not Muppet Christmas, that Muppet movie. I don't know what it's called. Is it called Muppets? Or something like that. Anyway, uh, 82, 44 years, right? It doesn't seem like it should be that long ago. It shouldn't. But it's just like because you don't feel that old, and then you look back, you're like, "Holy crap, I'm that old." I may be a senior, man. Time so does. That's why I was telling Stash that I'm like, dude, I know you just had a baby boy, and enjoy it because the days are slow, the weeks are fast, years are even faster. Class of '96, dude. So you're a couple years older than me. I would have been a sophomore when you graduated. Class of '02 here, right here before Poison. I remember Poison. 100% I remember Poison. Yeah, there's some good songs. Yeah, but what's funny is all the songs that we're talking about, classic radio here, and I'm like, "What the crap?" I'm like, it's kind of embarrassing. Not embarrassing, it's just like just you don't realize how old you're getting until they say, like, some random things. Or I don't know, have you guys hit the point where your kids, you like, I tried so hard to mirror my ki like, kids wanted to look at some pictures and, on my phone, and so I'm sitting here trying to mirror, and it won't mirror with the TV, and I'm like, "What the crap?" And my son's like, "Dad," he's 14, he's like, and it's done. I'm like, "Oh no, did I hit that age? Oh no." Creed is going to play Houston Rodeo this year. Oh, they're still around? Oh, that's cool. My oldest is 13. I feel old every day she applied to my high school for next year. That is cool. It is a weird feeling to have high school kids. My fourth is in high school right now, and then I have two in junior high. This time next year, I only have three kids in the house. I have six kids. It's crazy to me. Not feeling old, though graduated before any of you were born, except Miss Karen. No, we love it. I love the variety that we have here. Welcome to the jungle. Remember, it was just maybe 10, 15 years ago where, they had, Kiss and not Nirvana, it was Kiss and a couple other bands, and there were toothbrushes, and they vibrated, and every time you brush your teeth, you could hear the song in your ears because the vibration, and so I got Kiss, and I'm like, "Yeah, I gotta do it. I have to do it." I had that for a while. I thought that was funny. Look it up, it was just called The Muppets. Okay, so I was right. Shrinking. 100% Andy. That is such a good show. And it has Harrison Ford in it and it is really, really good. If you guys haven't seen it, it's about a guy who is a therapist and he's doing his best to do therapy while he still is struggling himself. He just had his wife just passed away and he's going through that life along with bringing up raising a daughter without a wife and stuff. It's really, really good. It's hilariously dramatic. Like it's really good. I will say this, Metallica has some of the best intros, some of the best intros, like, you have 2, 3-minute intros before they even start singing. Um, that is a concert that one day I wanna go to, like, still while they're around. I've never I don't remember the last time they were in Utah, uh, if ever, and, that I wanna see Jack Black in concert, Tenacious D. I think Tenacious D would be really fun if they weren't canceled. It seems like they were canceled, like, a year or 2 years ago, and I don't know why. Not him, but his partner. And there's a lot of bands I still want to see that just they're just not here. Marilyn Manson, see, he can't play in Utah. He got kicked out. Um, Two Tunes. You know what? You remember, right? I loved them. You're old school. We still have a couple of yeah, I remember those. I remember though. I've gone through several credit cards. Breaking as an ice scraper. But yeah, I remember cassettes. I remember making mixtapes in high school. I mean, we had pagers, we didn't have phones, we had pagers, and we didn't have internet, we had encyclopedias, and those freaking things were huge. You could kill someone if you dropped it on them. Uh, yeah, Encyclopedia Britannica or something like that, right? But yeah, I remember all those. I feel old at work when I make reference of being like a troll under a bridge of the Billy Goats, right? The show thing I'm watching is 911 on Disney. Dude, I will not say anything. I loved it. I've kind of stopped watching it, and you'll see why later. The Metallica guys are my age, so seeing them playing still helps, right? And it's sad because I've always wanted to see them. I like um their sound. I love the lead singer. It's like I don't know. I like him. I went and they paid respect to Mariano Rivera and they play. Oh wow, I didn't know that. That's really cool. That's really cool. Next time Lamb of God plays in Tulsa, I'll be there. I got their Dixon. I love Lamb of God. I got their nice Dixon and stuff. Do you remember playing your song, playing a message on your voicemail, and then turn the music back? Uh-huh. Uh, do you remember? Okay, that just reminded me of Jerry Seinfeld, the Seinfeld show, when George has that voicemail, and what was the song? Um, Believe it or not, George is not home. Where could he be? You remember that? I remember that. That just reminded me of it. This is fun. I haven't talked about this kind of stuff in such a long time. I graduated with a girl whose mother looked like Marilyn Manson. I miss you. That's that's hilarious. I still have old encyclopedias. I gave them to my boys. They had no interest in them. I don't blame them. You can get so much more information now on the internet. Here we go. Oh, did they score? It started at 5:30, so at my time. So it's been going what for 20 minutes. Just found the unused cover John's deodorant still. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm still working on getting that lady to respond to me. There's very few concerts like Parkway Drive Live. There's a lot of things like Weezer. I'll go see Weezer again if they come. Um, I was I was not going to go to Ben Richter, and I was pleasantly surprised how much I liked him. Like and national parks, I really really like them. I've listened to their whole album. They have a couple albums on Spotify that I've listened to while working out because I liked it that much. I'm actually watching the game as they just started. Nice. Oh, just kicked off. Okay. I'm really curious because Texas Tech looked legit and then Oregon just made them look like they were crap. So I'm kind of curious what's going on. I think it's going to be weird not having any SEC there. Uh yes. There you go. Uh, okay, anyway, we have 10 minutes. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about let's talk about beer care. Since you know that's why we're all here and we like to talk about how to better manage our skincare and our beard care. And so I'm kind of curious because I have noticed these past few years, as I have grown, I've become aware and all this kind of stuff, but I've noticed that my stresses are increasing because kids are getting older, they're more expensive, Copper Johns is growing, and I've had to do a lot of certain things. Interception, 11 seconds in, and Indiana just scored up with a pick six. Holy crap! Look at that. But, anyway, how do you guys feel? Meaning, how does stress affect your guys' beard and skin? Have you guys noticed a difference in anything like that? And again, I just wrote a blog. It just came out today, literally 10 minutes before we started this. So, what are some things that you've noticed as we go through life, stresses come and go, but what have you noticed when it comes to your beard and skin and how that works for you guys? And then I'll tell you a little bit about my blog and what we talk about, and maybe you won't have to read it. But if you want to read it, it's pretty in depth. I think it's pretty cool. But no one's talking. Everyone's watching the game. All right, so I'll talk about this. Stress this does not live in your head. It's going to show up in your skin. It 100% does, and it definitely shows up in your beard. But most people will not connect the dots. There's a thing called cortisol, and when it's cortisol is in your gut, and most guys, we will have tons of stress, and cortisol levels in our it will rise, and it'll actually, a little pouch, a little inner tube around our stomach and our back. That's usually why we have that, and we can't lose it is because of stress. Uh, the cortisol is inhibiting us to lose weight around our guts. And so it's really, really hard to do that. So stress has literally stopped my beard from growing beyond 6 inches for 4 years. 100% believe that. I really think beard feels dry when I'm stressed. 100% believe that. And so when you're under stress, your body doesn't know the difference between an angry email or a life-threatening situation is going to respond the same way. And so it turns into survival mode. So you're going to have the cascade of different things, like you're going to have cortisol levels that are going to rise, like I just told you, that you're going to have blood flow redirect. Away from those non-essential systems. So, like obviously, your beard, your skin are non-essential, and so you're going to have less blood flow to them. You're going to have inflammation on your skin and on your beard on your skin and in your face is obviously going to lead to a poor looking beard. Your hormones are going to change. Your testosterone is going to go lower. Your estrogen is going to go higher. So you're going to gain weight a little bit more, and if you don't have testosterone, you're not growing hair as fast. And then cellular repair, your body cannot repair itself as well when you're in a fight or flight type of survival mode. And so cortisol is going to shorten the hair growth phase. So you're like Dino was saying, your hair is going to not grow as long. So his has been stuck about 4 inches, or 6 inches was what he said. That's true. Cortisol will stop doing that. Your hair is going to be weaker, so you're going to have more brittle hair. You're definitely going to have more shedding, and your beard will never seem to be thriving when you're even using good products. So you could be using Copper Johns, and you're like, "What the crap? Why is this not working?" The stress, 100% is stress. And so I just wanted to bring this up. Like, we don't have time to go over the whole thing, but it definitely. If you have questions about this, about inflammation, about beard irritation, about the mental loop, why routine is the antidote to stress damage and all this kind of, like, just go read it. It's right there under blogs the first time. So let me hear and get to this. Stress is making my beard more gray. What's really cool about this, Jason, there's two things, Jason, I will say this. If stress is making you go gray, it can be reversed when you become non-stressed. It will actually reverse itself. Secondly, when it comes to grayness, the ionic inland sea minerals, and I'm not this is backed by science. uh the magnesium and the minerals in there can help it so that your beard stays doesn't go gray as quickly. So, meaning, like, I probably should be completely gray. Um, like, right, like I'm gray on the sides right here, but not on the top. I use I use the beard butter and oil on my head and here, and I just wonder if that has really helped me not go gray as fast. When I am stressed, I've noticed I forget to hydrate. Dude, that's really good insight. That's really well thought out. I 100% believe that. You got George's voicemail stuck in my head. Believe it or not, George is not home. Where could he be? Believe it or not, I'm not home. It's so good. Skin also dry. 100%. A lot of hair falls out. Yeah, it does, and especially we talked about the exfoliator, and I kinda showed you a couple weeks ago which one I buy. I've noticed, especially if I'm super stressed, I've noticed that I'll have a lot more hair in that exfoliator when I do that. 100% you get left. And then also, if, for instance, let's say I'm going to the gym in the morning and I wanna just kinda get my beard ready, but I'm not gonna get in the shower if I'm gonna go to the gym, and I'll put beard oil in, and if I'm stressed, I will see more hair in the sink than if I wasn't. I've definitely have seen that. Um, I had a kidney stone around Christmas, the entire beard felt dude, it's not a joke, it really would it affect joint pain, stress? 100%. 100 and I will say this, um, Michael, we were talking about cold plunging and, wait for it, cold plunging and, sauna, like heat, when I have done cold plunging and sauna, that has really helped my joints, because I have bad joints as well. I've had knee replacement. I've done a lot of things, from football and sports that my joints do suck. And so I've noticed as I've been working out, as I've been walking more, they say what do they say? Um, Motion is lubrication or something like that. So definitely, man, what is Uh, moving, will help that, but joint pain definitely will come from that. Not sleeping good, 100 stress, if you get in your own head and you can that's not good, like, I've done so many personal, like, one-on-one reels, me in the car talking about that because this is a thing, and it's not good, and it does destroy your beard, it does destroy your skin, it destroys, like, the bags in your eyes and all that kinda stuff, like, it's not good for you, and so I try to tell people how to deal with it if you're not sleeping because you're stressed, um, because this is a thing, 100% David. I got hiccups. You're so stupid. Oh, I love you, man. Stress is rough for my beard, dry and brittle without nourishment and not staying hydrated. And I'm fixing those problems, take care of myself on the inside for a positive outside. I love that, man. 100%. That's why I do what I do because I feel like Copper Johns. I feel like Copper Johns is thriving. I feel like Copper Johns, be proud of who you are, is really, really important. But that's why I do dad bods, and we've talked about this. Like that's why I do dad bods because you have to take care of your inside too. Because if you're taking on your inside, your outside will appear better too. And so 100%, if you're less stressed, your beard is gonna be amazing, your skin's gonna be amazing, you're gonna be more brighter, you're gonna be more positive. I love this, David. Thank you for sharing. Of course, Jason. No, I'm love that you guys are commenting. It's been really cool. Yearly checkup with your GI doc. It's true. Vinny Pig, how you doing, buddy? Dude, you're okay. You have a lot going on in your life. I hear you. Yeah, yeah. It's yeah, I would show you, but meloxicam helps arthritis in joints too. Ralph, I've never tried that before, but I will say this: when I ran High Rocks, there is a ointment out there that you can just get at it's not prescribed or anything like that. It's not a prescription, but it's an Advil ointment, like an ibuprofen ointment, and ibuprofen works amazing for me. I don't know about anyone else, but ibuprofen works a lot better for me than Tylenol or anything like that. And there was an ibuprofen lotion that I put around my knees before I did that, and I had no pain that day and no pain that night after the run. Uh, so if that's what that is, dude, it works. Amazing note. Got my 3 steps earlier than expected. Oh, bro, I absolutely love the sauna and cold plunge. Right? This is the thing, though, is one day I want to be able to have the money where I can just do it at home, so I don't have to because I feel like as much as I go, um, that I could probably save a lot of money if I just forked up the money up front. But yeah, it's you can't because those things are stupid expensive. But like a good one. But man, if one day I love the saunas and I love the cold plunges. I absolutely am with you on that. Yeah, yeah, 100%. I like that, and potassium is really, really good too for your muscles before you go to bed, so that you're not so tight. Ralph, thanks for the info. Found out I have arthritis in both knees. Really, Alicia? I'm sorry to hear that. That's a fun word after you say it over and over. Ibuprofen is an anti-inflammatory, and it freaking works for me. It really, really does. You cheat for someone who with more. Oh, okay, okay. So I'll tell you this, Andy. One of my favorite things to do, as a snack, is you get this actually. You get a core power. I do the 42. You get sugar-free pudding. And like so I'll get either chocolate or vanilla, and I'll get the pudding that kind of associates with that, and then you put it in the freezer, and then you do the I can't think of the word, but it basically makes ice cream, the ninja, whatever it's called, and then you put a little bit of like, don't judge me, but I love fruity pebbles or cocoa pebbles, and I'll put them in there, and so you get a little bit of sugar in there, but dude, I didn't know sugar-free Jello has collagen in it. That's really smart. I swear by Tiger Balm, Burt's Bees Rescue Ointment, and Absorbent Junior over ibuprofen and all that stuff. Really? I'll have to look into it. Dude, it doesn't take a ton. The Neuro Cover Sauna hits 185 in the pod ice with yeah. Oh, really? Yes. Ninja Creamy. There you go. Yeah. I love them. I have that. I have both. I'm just telling you they are my life. Oh, dude, you have a freaking amazing gym. I want your squat rack. Cabbage leaves. I've heard this. I've heard cabbage. I've heard this from many people too. I've heard that. But guys, I do not want to go over other people's shows. It's important to uh, I know they don't care, but to me it does. I want them to be able to have everyone there. But guys, thanks so much for coming. You guys have been amazing. And um, pick up Glacier National Park. I went crazy over it last week, and yeah, it's really really good stuff. And if you guys need anything, please let me know. And we'll see you next week. Take care, guys. Thank you.